Hello everyone, today we're gonna present you a few techniques concerning the Haradrim and the Rohirrim and see how everything works together facing the different weapons. We'll show you what we did discover through like 4 days? 4 days. 4 days training with this equipment and the different situation, the different opportunities with the spear, with the sword, with the shields, and we'll discuss a bit what could be done, what we think could be done, and the scenario that could happen with those weapons and those fighters in Middle-earth. For starters, we present only swords and shields. Starting with the Haradrim. What we saw is mostly that the curve from this saber scimitar-like shape would be very useful in order to go around the shield and behind it, in order to slash and thrust. Simply to present you the possibility, when I'll be pushing forward my shield in order to create a bigger protection, this curve will be very useful to slash perhaps on the upper part, face, the shoulders, neck, especially if you want to also go with the stabbing with the thrust directly, well, like this, it come very well. Most of the time it did come quite well on the neck there. The same goes when you want to go on the border of the shield and slash around the neck. This did happen as well when I was protecting there. It goes quite well, and also the stabbing under beneath my shield, surprisingly it did happen. When I was pushing forward, he came right under it and directly there. When there is a very weak point in your body there, you've been able to go right there. This is something that was very surprising when I was we were playing like this and I was protecting myself, go under and I'm dead. It's very interesting to see how this could thrust around the shield very with a lot of efficiency. Again, on other sides you decide, whatever. When I'm doing this, beam, like this, click, again. Yeah, I was hoping that you do that. Even there on the hip, on the thigh, it worked pretty well. And of course, all the slashing action, because you are always with a round shield like this, you are always trying to go around the shield and slash around it. So all the movement will be around the shield, trying to slash your opponent that way, with everything that can come. On my side, as I have a straight blade, because those shields are mostly the same. You have a right handle, a straight handle there, same goes here. You have flat, nearly the same. The exception is you have here a boss that should be pointing, should have a spike, because Tolkien simply described it. And this spike, like on Germanic shields or Oriental shields, could create some damage, but we didn't find any situation when we started to bash ourselves with the boss, with the shield's boss. It did happen that we did this with the borders. The borders, yes, have been efficient. Concerning the boss, then we didn't think that there will be much bashing with this part concerning those two kind of fighters. But the borders there will be much more active. We did use them in order to know and disturb our opponent, frustrate opening, and come with our blades. This also did happen when you were searching for opening like this. You can come close to your opponent and come and bash and directly bash him with the borders there. That did happen during our sparrings. And also this helps you see to make switch a bit the orientation of the shield and to create opening. This is very useful to use it like a door that you open and close like this. It's useful to create openings for you, but also to use it against someone. It worked for him as well as it worked for me because we have the same kind of shield with a handle right in the middle. So he can, or I can, simply create openings like this by bashing directly the shield. These have been very efficient, especially if you want to use the false edge of the sword. These have been also useful when I was doing all turn around it and you push at the moment and you use this false edge there to directly slash. Also for the legs, you can re-disturb him on the upper side, push him to put really up the shield, slash, slash, come around and boom, false edge on the side. These have been really something that did happen a lot. It's a very light sword like this, a Viking-like, and you can use it with your thumb to control it, to control also, because I have a stray blade. Stray blade helps to control your opponent's position and your opponent's shield. It's much more efficiency than he can do that, because with this kind of blade, even if it's sharp, it will be less effective. But there, I have a better control. I can really put him in danger there. You know that the end, the sword is very near to his face, so it will always be protective like this. And I can also use the false edge when I'm doing right and left like this, in order to perhaps be able to cut. And same goes again by turning around the shield. You can create opening to slash his hand, or perhaps it could happen to slash even the left hand by doing this with the false edge beam right on the left hand. This happens sometimes, it's not very often, but this could happen. By controlling like this, you can directly, of course, stab the face. Of course, you can thrust by turning there and coming on the neck, on the chest. When we were turning around our shield, sometimes it did happen that there will be an opening and you can push and come on the side there to thrust directly your blade in him. Because of the distance of those blades, we haven't slashed much our legs. In fact, keep in mind that it's much easier to directly slash the face. There, I can touch, you see, I can touch him, he can touch me, but if you try to go for the legs, just trying to cut through thin air, and that won't do much. You can spend a whole day like this without even having any risk of cutting ourselves. Okay, cut the blade again. But there, if we go for the face, for the head, there is danger. Right there, there is a lot of danger. Bouncy? Yep.